We've looked at cursed games and scary Pokemon themselves, but what about the scariest location in Gen 1? This creepypasta is more of a scary urban legend, but is such a big inspiration to Pokepastas that it feels like I should include it in this list. This is Lavender Town Syndrome. The legend goes the Lavender Town Syndrome, also known as the Lavender Town Tone or Lavender Town Suicides, was a peak in suicides and illnesses of children between the ages of 7 and 12 in Japan back in February 27, 1996. The phenomenon occurred shortly after the release of the first Pokemon games, Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green. Rumors say that these suicides and illnesses only occurred after children playing the game reached Lavender Town. The location's theme had extremely high frequencies that studies have shown only children and young teens can hear because their ears are more sensitive. Due to this effect, at least 200 children supposedly committed suicide, and many more developed conditions and afflictions. The children who killed themselves usually did so by hanging or jumping from heights. Those who did not often acted irrationally and complained of severe headaches after listening to the theme. This mass hysteria was caused by the first released version of the game. After the incidents, the programmers fixed the location's music to be a lower frequency. Lavender Town now sounds differently depending on which Pokemon you're playing, but since that change, children are no longer affected by the song. One video appeared in 2010 using special software to analyze the audio waves of Lavender Town's music. When played, the software created images of the unknown near the end of the audio. This created controversy since the unknown don't appear in the series until Generation 2. The arrangement of the unknown appeared to translate to Leave Now. Now, this story was a big influence on stories as every other Pokepasta used Lavender Town or made it part of the plot. It's also being clear that this is a rework of the incident with Porygon, known as Deno Senshi Porygon, or Electric Soldier Porygon. It was the 38th episode of the Pokemon's anime's first season, during its sole broadcast in Japan on December 16th, 1997. A scene comes up where Porygon is attacked with a laser, causing flashing lights, inducing photosensitive epileptic seizures in children across the country. Over 600 children were taken to hospitals, and the incident was referred to in Japan as the Pokemon Shock. There are clear parallels between the story and this incident, literally being less than a year apart, and light and sound both having effects on the psyche. The story always had my interest because I was wondering how real it could be. Like, I know there's that album of music that shows you what schizophrenia is like, but could this syndrome have actually had a chance of happening? Either way, it became a huge staple of Pokemon horror that gave Lavender Town the worst reputation and the biggest usage rate in all of these stories.